So recently I sort of made up a technique which makes it effortless for you to live in the fulfillment of your desire, because it gets rid of linear time, because that's what all I hear in my coaching practices and in my membership. And I get the question about the time, right? What about the time and this and that? And we as humans have a very messed up relationship with time, because we have a brain which lives in time, right? It lives in the past, it lives in the future, but hardly ever in the now. And so this technique is derived from the technique that Neville Goddard shared, which is I remember when, right? In which he sort of described the story of some grandpa. I'm not sure if it was his grandpa or not, but there was this old man who would stand up in front of a plot and describe the marvelous house that is built on it, even though there was no house there. And he would describe it in great details, like, I remember when it was an empty plot, now it has such a wonderful house on top of it, and he would describe it in details and use his imagination to construct the whole thing there, right? So now the technique that I have sort of derived from it is put your desired reality in the past, right? Make it a memory, and a continuous memory, not a memory that has happened and that's it, one and done. For example, if somebody seeks a certain type of income source, right, and they have been trying to manifest that income source, and it is hard for them to live in the end of, like for example, somebody is struggling to make $1,000 and now they want to make 10,000, and it is very difficult for them to jump from there to there, like living in the fulfillment of making that kind of money, right? And then they put time into it, like I will linearly scale, right? I will make 3,000, then 5, then 7, like how can I jump from 1 to 10? It does not happen, like logic kicks in, right? Because the linear mind cannot accept a shift like that. It can, let me rebuke that by saying it can, but a lot of people find it difficult because we are not trained enough, right? And so what you do is you say that I've been making $10,000 for the last year consistently. You see how it immediately shifts you from trying to conjure up to live in the end as already being, and like been there, done that sort of vibe, right? Been there, done that. So you claim that you have already been doing the whole thing consistently and successfully for the last year, right? And then you include your current month as you've already done it, right? Taking the evidence of your past year as have been there and done that, and continuously putting your intention that you have been doing that for a year. And now, of course, because of that, because the linear mind loves proof so much and loves to take evidence of the past and loves time, well, we have sort of tricked and hacked the mind and satisfied all its needs. Now, none of that is needed. let me be very clear about it, right? You are the operant power, you are pure conscious awareness, and all these tips and techniques are just tools to help some people, right, live in the end. All techniques have the same goal of living in the end right now, being who you say that you are right now, who you desire to be right now. So you can use any technique and tips and tools, and if they resonate with you, they will work for you. But some people will say that imagination is difficult for me and affirmations works effortlessly for me. Others prefer something, others prefer something. But all these things are just concessions and just tools and techniques to help you live in the end. So this is also a technique that I'm sharing for you to live in the end, right? So somebody is struggling with love, for example, right? They will say, I've been in they tell me that I've been no contact for 2 years, right? And we love to repeat this old story. And the old story then persists. Now, you can tell a new story that we have been in a loving relationship for a year or 2 months. If it's a year is too long for you, describe it in 2 months. And describe it in a way where all the things that you want from that relationship are happening for you for this long time. Like we are going on a date so consistently for the last 3 months, and it is wonderful, right? He cannot stop, like, oh, whatever, right? Use your imagination. The desires that you want from that relationship, describe them as though they have been happening consistently for whatever long that feels right for you, right? And here's the thing though, every technique and tips are worthless if you do them and then you go back immediately or in a few days, right? Imagination is worthless if you imagine and then after that, throughout the entire day you describe yourself as not being that person, right? If you cannot describe yourself as being that person, at least do not repeat the old story either, right? In many cases, imagination can help you get into a state of Sabbath where you lose the desire to describe it in any way and you feel fulfilled, right? But if it doesn't happen for you, just consciously try to not repeat the old story, because that's the common pitfall, right? This is why Neville Goddard was when he was applying in his imagination to go to Barbados, when Abdullah was teaching him a lesson and he told him, you have gone to Barbados. No, first he told him that imagine that you are already in Barbados, you're there, and walk in this world as though you are there. And Neville did that and he's like to Abdullah, I've been doing for a month, Abdullah, nothing has happened, what the hell? Right? And Abdullah is like, who told you? No, actually. Basically, Abdullah told him that you have gone to Barbados. And Neville Goddard was getting anxious, just like all of us. And so, but he followed instructions, he followed the advice of Abdullah, even in the midst of his anxiety and disbelief. He followed Abdullah's advice and kept on imagining, kept on describing himself that he is there. And then the whole story unfolded and he was going to Barbados. His brother sent him a ticket and money and everything was fantastic. But then the first class self-image story that the company that was taking him, the boat company, told him that we don't have first class ticket and we only have third class. And Neville Goddard accepted it. And Abdullah told him the famous line that, who told you that you are going to Barbados? You have gone to Barbados and you have gone first class. So now Abdullah was not only teaching him persistence, but he was teaching him to never make a concession for a desire and always choose the first class version of your desired reality. And so besides the point that the technique that I'm talking about, describing your desired reality, has already a memory, a consistent happening, not just a memory, right? It's not like, oh, I made $10,000 last year in 1 month and then after that you're like, no, it did consistent. Like, it's not like your SP has proposed you and you are married to them, but now the relationship is pathetic or something like that. No, consistently you are living in your desired reality as you would like it to be. Describe it as that way, right? And see what happens. Now, once you have done that, now you can no longer look for proof as if where it is, right? is the change happening? Is no, the shift in mind is immediate. The moment you describe it as already been happening and already a fact, you will see the shift happen immediately in your body, in your mind, in your consciousness. Now after that, it's all about being there, staying in it, and not describing the old story, not going back on your word, not looking for proof, because what does looking for proof imply? You're not there. It's what you described was all BS, and it's not. It hasn't happened, right? You see how it works? Now, whenever you feel the urge to do something, just describe your story again as it has already been happening, how you like it to be. So, same like I've been making this much money consistently for the last 12 months, and I've been living this best relationship of my life for the last 3 months, and he keeps asking me to go on dates and have fun, and she keeps um, like keeps wanting to spend time with me, and she cannot stay away from me, right? And it has been happening for a certain amount of time, because time is a big thing for many people. They cannot escape it, and I will admit that sometimes time also bothers me, but this technique helps you hack your mind to, or relieve its obsessive tendency to put something in time, right? So living in the now moment, in the present moment, and saying I have it sometimes feel fake, but if you add a history to it, right? If you had history past, a story of it has been happening consistently for this long time, then all of a sudden it feels palatable, natural, and normal, until you say that it isn't. So don't admit that. Don't accept anything other than that. That's persistence, right? That's persistence. This is what Algar said, dare to assume, right? All tips and techniques, they're all wonderful, and some feel easy for a person because they already have some naturalness for it, and some may feel difficult. But at the end of the day, it's not the tips and techniques that manifest, it is who you are being. So this technique is also reliant on your consistent and persistent choice in every now moment, that what you have just described, what you have just imagined, and what you have just affirmed is true now, and that's it, right? Not the other way around, like, oh, but nothing is happening. That's your admission that you are not who you say that who you have just described yourself to be. So this is why I keep describing the basis of reality, why it works, what's the background of it, where do we derive our power from? We derive our power from being one with God, right? And some spiritual teachers even say that you are God, there is no separation, that's unity consciousness. That's why it works, right? But I understand that still many viewers ask questions about time, they ask for technique, what to do, and that's a very human trait. We don't like abstract ideas and big picture. We like to be granular with things and micromanage. But this technique is wonderful, right? It helps get rid of time because it has already been happening for such a long time. It gives you a past story to hold on to describe your current state as fulfillment, because it has already been happening, so you are fulfilled right now. And so it adds continuity to it, and it makes it feel natural when you describe it. So try it, and do not forget the important fact that after trying, stick with it, and you will see some tremendous things happen in your world. And when they happen, please send me emails of your success stories, because I love to read them. I'd like to share them on my channel if you give the permission. And so yeah, this is it for this video. If you want to join my membership channel, ask me more questions. I do weekly live streams there, and you can ask me any question. So the link is in the description. Or if you want to have a one-on-one coaching session with me, exclusive, the link is also in the description. Thank you for watching. This is for this video. Until next time, bye bye.